Yeah.
I could tell the vibes I was getting from The Last Kingdom starting in season 1, right? I was like, Uhtred's stupid as shit. He's not very smart. He keeps letting himself get fucked over. He just treats women like shit. He's just Uhtred. And then, lo and behold, season 2 comes around, and my problems are actually amplified, not even fixed. It's been like 10 years since season 1, I feel like, throughout the entire run. And Uhtred has become stupider. And no character from season 2 acts like any of the events of season 1 happened. Did you guys notice that?
Like, I did notice that.
You only had a few of them, but yeah.
Alfred legit pretends this entire season like Uhtred did not save his baby by having his own child be murdered for them.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh shit, Uhtred's back. I still don't trust him, so you're gonna be my slave again, bro.
The Uhtred slave arc had legs to it, but instead,
it did. I was thinking that
it ended within an episode.
That was my other thought about that. I had this, you were right. You've been saying it about other shows when they do stuff and then they resolve it way too quickly. That's how I felt about this when they did that arc.
Like, they're trying to really make Uhtred seem like, oh man, he's broken down and starving and he's been out here for weeks or whatever. I'm like, I wouldn't know. It's been 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, don't get me wrong, I was watching this on 1.5 times speed again, but...
So, like, 7 minutes,
really, it was like 3 minutes. Like, but goddamn, dude, like, it didn't feel like anything happened to Uhtred in that. Like, I didn't feel any sympathy. The only thing I kind of thought they did okay was that scene where Sven shows up and he's like, Uhtred, I'm gonna kill you in a duel. And Uhtred's so fucking famished, he can't fight. So Uhtred, this strong warrior we've known, is about to get mollywopped by Sven.
Yeah.
But then Deus Ex Machina rides in, and his name is Ragnar.
Yeah.
It just, I arrive at perfect time to save you, brother. Somehow I know you here.
Hey, Ragnar. Well, somebody told him. I think it was Guthred. Did Guthred tell him?
Someone told him who had him. I don't think they told him where he was at.
No, but they told him, and they told what's her face,
Brita.
Oh,
Brita. Yeah, they told him and Brita that he was captured.
No, I barely remember her name too because she did fuck all, and she does not talk to Uhtred.
I mean, that was girl number 1 of like 6 at this point. So we moved on.
It's only 4 at this point.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is only 4. I counted.
Well, there was 3 last season, right? And just the 1 this year?
Just
there
the
was
1
2.
this season. There was 1.
there 2?
Okay, you count potential because if you want to go with potential, there's 3 potential.
Well, if you want to go, if we want to go potential,
there's a fucking potential.
Yeah,
and then the priest
and
lady.
The priest chick. Like those, there was something
yeah.
going on there. We can play whatever we want to play, but I can already tell you that I have a feeling what's going to happen. By a feeling, I might have Googled some things.
I legitimately made comments to myself. I was like, wow, Uhtred was alone with an attractive woman and didn't bang her.
Almost.
This is a miracle.
Okay? Almost. Let's not... There's still time on the clock.
I mean,
I'm just saying from what I saw, he didn't do it yet.
In this season, though, he did meet, marry, and have 2 children with
in 2 episodes.
When Gisela?
Yeah,
sure,
sure. Something like that. I had to write it down. I looked that shit up too, bro.
It doesn't help that. Well, I guess it helps them a little bit, but it doesn't help me that they went. All right, they met and they got married. Now here's 3 years later.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was like 10, bro, wasn't it?
No, they said 3.
Was it 3?
They said 3 years
I felt like
later.
his kid was like 6.
His kid looked like
the kid looked pretty old,
pretty big, but. You
Might
could
have
say
been
3 years, but you could suck my ass 3 years.
All I wrote was time skip. Oh no, that's all I wrote. So I cannot confirm or deny.
But it's doing
There's
the Witcher
one.
time skip cheese, where like time passes, and the only difference between Uhtred from last season and this season is, and
facial hair.
No, not even. I have no idea what they did. They gave him fucking eyeliner.
That is true. They did. Yeah, I did notice that.
What was up with that?
For a minute, I was like, "Oh, it's because he, was fighting, and then he was like enslaved for."
He was just chilling.
2 days,
he had eyeliner,
and then I know. So at first, I thought it was like because of something else, and his eyes were bruised or whatever. And then he still had it, and I went, "Huh? What's he doing with this?"
That had potential to do something cool with the brand thing they did, like him getting branded with that slave like mark or whatever. But nah, we're just gonna leave that alone until season 17 or whatever.
To be fair, there was only one thing, and we can get to it later if we're really invested in this show, and talking about it, I should say. But there was really only one plot line that I liked this season. It wasn't until like episode 7.
You liked the plot line?
I liked a plot line.
If it's the same one that I liked, then I'm
just going to get to it. Then.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, I like the dynamic between Eric and Evelfled.
Yes, same.
I thought it was decent.
I thought it was too. Now, I also had some very Beauty and the Beast moments where I was like, a little Stockholm syndrome.
A little.
She been captured.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And then there's the one dude who's being nice to her because he wants all of the crumbs.
Bro,
but it is what it is.
I feel like Eric wasn't a bad dude though. Like
Eric was a grade 3 loser.
You're not wrong.
This dude has conquered kingdoms. His brother lost a motherfucking arm to Uthred, bro. And then he's like, fuck it, bro. You know, Uthred, you my dog. Fuck my brother. You were right this whole time. I want this girl I just met less than a week ago. I love her. I mean,
I more like the concept of her leaving her husband, who is absolutely abusive and piece of shit, to find somebody in a place that just wasn't ever, as Rihanna said, found love in a hopeless place,
Here's the thing, though. Eric initially isn't. He's still an asshole. Like, this is what I knew where it was going instantly because I was like, I could see this happening already. The first time they met and he treated her even with a minor bit of decency, I was like, okay, she's going to be like, oh my God, they gave me a room and bucket to shit in? Dude, this is awesome. I'm like, then I literally I could see it with my third eye. They made the husband such a piece of shit that you would just feel like Eric's not that bad, but then you realize what Eric is doing is this was his plan. He kidnapped her. That was his plan, to kidnap her and sell her. Initially, they were going to slut her out if they did not get money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then somewhere along the lines, he was like, she pretty.
I mean, yeah.
That's all it took back then. No, she pretty. I want to marry her. That's what it was.
If I hear one more motherfucker in the comments, into my ears, on Netflix, on Rotten Tomatoes, anywhere, if I hear you son of a bitches go, you don't get it. That's what it was like at the Times. You know what the Times were like? The Times were like, she would be dead 6 times over. This is a TV show. Okay, there's plot devices and plot fucking armor. Uthred would have been dead for his little Godless stunt in season 1. They would have burned his shit to the ground. Uthred would have died in fucking the season 1 finale when he jumped over the spear wall into 500 enemies, 1v500. Okay, don't tell me exactly it's realistic for the times, because this show's not fucking even close to realistic. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me that it's realistic that all the women characters are written like shit in this show.
No.
Can we talk about that? None of the women in this show are written quality.
I've yet to see one, to be honest.
The closest I saw this season was Evelfled.
Really?
That was the closest I saw.
I don't know that. I don't think she was a quality character.
No, I'm not saying she was quality. I'm saying that she was the closest.
She was made for one thing, and that was, hey, she's attractive. We're going to slut her out. You happy now, boys?
Crazy.
How many sex?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that description is insane.
They did the episode where he just bangs her from the back. That was the most
humps her, bro. Come on, get with the times, old man.
Talk between two people ever. Like,
yeah, that was wild.
Mm-hmm. She was hyped to get married to this dude. I don't understand how she was like, this dude's gonna be good for me. Like. And then she shocked really Pikachu face. Shocked Pikachu face. He's like, I'm trying to fuck. Bend over now.
She didn't exactly have a choice, but she didn't have to be excited about it.
No, and then
because all she saw was an attractive man at first.
Attractive is subjective. She socked Pikachu face when he tells her to bend over, and then he starts fucking blasting her, but he blasts her like rape style. Dude, like, I just was like, this show is getting goofy, dude. All that happens, and then Alfred has the audacity to be like, I must save my daughter afterwards. I'm like, brother, you just sold her off to the biggest piece of shit in the land.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Uthred's better, and Uthred's fucking Uthred.
See, I don't know. Alfred's still probably my least
the worst
favorite character
in the fucking series because he's so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't understand how a quote unquote king let this many people get in his fucking ear. Like 10,000 people got in his ear over Uthred. But Oba, his big dog, his OG, who's been riding with him for a while, he was
his father before that.
Oba's older than Alfred.
Yeah, he was with his father. I
don't give a shit about his dad. I don't even know that character existed. He was on the screen for like 2 minutes. But like he rode with Alfred, and Alfred's like, no, I won't listen to you about Alfred. I'm gonna listen to that little piece of shit who's fucking my daughter. And they're like, all right, dude, whatever you say, chief. And this dude has audacity to be like, I'm the true king. I'm the god's peeress. Da 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 da. Bro, you've been fucking the maid for the last 2 seasons, my guy.
Yeah.
What you talking about, B? Like, let's be real. Alfred's just such a fucking goober, dude. Like, that's why I had that go on Google, you know what I mean? Because, spoiler alert, we're not watching this no more.
Yeah, right.
I went on Google, he dies next season. Ooh,
oh, good.
You see that shit? Blah, look at that. Just drop that spoiler right on your head.
That's all right, bro.
You also want another spoiler? Right. Check this out.
Sure, bro. You go for
Guess what? This one, you guys would have never seen this one coming. Boom, Uthred fucks Athelflaed.
Wow, dude, I never saw that coming.
Check this one out. He fucks her, then she turns heel on him. Boom.
Oh my God, dude.
This show is genuinely goofy.
Does Ethelflaed have Eric's kid at least? Like,
I don't think so.
Before? No? Okay. Fair.
None of the fucking wikis I read talked about that shit at all. So probably kids running around and, he thinks the dude's his dad and shit, but he's like 6 feet tall and ripped as hell. He's like, hey, wait a minute, my genes are pretty good.
Wait a minute. Uthred, son of Eric. What are you doing?
Fucking goddamn. And that's even crazier because we want to get into it. This is not even this season, so I don't know why we're doing this, but
I don't
just
know.
fuck this show because it'll be like a 10-minute episode anyways. Uthred, Athelflaed said that Uthred, she's known since she was a kid and has been around and protecting her and giving her wisdom. Then he has audacity to go fuck her. I thought if anyone was off limits, it would be her. But as the season progressed, I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna fuck her.
It's Uthred, bro. Like, he's gonna hump.
He...
Speaking of Uthred, man, can we be real for a second? Uthred's the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever seen in TV history.
I would agree with you if I didn't think that Alfred held that title.
How is he stupid? Oh my God, we're gonna have the same fucking argument from last time. Alfred's not stupid when he's playing all these dumbasses to his T. Like, Uhtred's running around like, no, Ragnar, I can't go with you guys. I have to do this. It'll be worth it. And then he gets up a slave. No, guys, I could help Gunther. Because if I help Gunther, Gunther will hook me up and be king of Babylon, Babylonia, Bebedberg, these nuts on your mouth. And then lo and behold, Gunther is like, yo, this Uthred dude's a little too strong. We gotta get him out of here.
I'm gonna fucking sell his ass.
Like, this dude Uthred, I don't understand. Wessex would have been a wrap. All he had to do was not help Alfred.
It's been a long time since I've seen a protagonist in a show that, like, episode 1, I'm like, damn, this is a character I want to root for. And by the end of the season, especially end of season 2, I'm like, wow, this fucking character sucks.
There's 3 more seasons of this. They yank Uhtred's chain for 3 more seasons. Uhtred's such a dumb motherfucker. He gets a plane for 30 years. I have to assume it's 30 years because Jesus Christ, his last 2 seasons covered like 16. But, dude, he gets his chain yanked for that long. And I will fucking die laughing if this ends and Uhtred just fucking dies. Like, if he become king of Bebbanburg. Like, now they're doing some Game of Thrones shit with him in season 2. They're like, yeah, you're gonna be the one to unite the kingdoms, the Saxons and the Danes. Yeah. And I said, oh my God, I'm watching House of Dragon.
Man, This is gonna piss off a lot of people that came here. Well, actually, those people are already gone that are pissed, so it won't even matter me saying this. I never want to hear some dumb motherfucker tell me that this dude's better than Geralt, bro. Like,
it's not even close. It's not even close.
I'm just pissed off a lot of people, bro. But, dude, come on. Come on, bro.
Let's sit down. Let's talk a minute, all right? I'm talking to you, Last Kingdom fan. You're here. Big TLK guys, right? Or gals. I heard it's a lot of girls, actually. Be honest. You like the show because Uthred is hot. It's okay. You are a coomer. That's the term for it. Coomers are people who watch content because they find the people attractive. All right? It's okay. You know, back in my younger days, I was once a coomer. And then I hit puberty. And now I just watch quality shows like Rent a Girlfriend.
There's a reason the Supernatural had 15 seasons, bro. Because the
coomers. Yeah, like you cannot tell me past season, I don't know, like 9, this show was worth your time.
Yeah.
20, I mean 22 episodes, hour-long episodes, hour-long. Fucking cut that bitch in half. I'll give you 11:30s. Fuck, dude. But I just, oh my god. They have a good base. They have something there. The dude who plays Uthred is great. He's genuinely a solid actor. They had good characters. But they went the route of like, alright, let's just kill characters for the sake of killing characters because it's going to be epic. And it didn't feel epic because I didn't give a shit about none of these characters. You know what I mean? But the old boy, like, all these dudes, I don't even care. Like, they had a scene where Uthred lost, like, one of his top generals. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. You know what I'm talking about? Like, in the slave arc?
Yeah, the dude when he drowned, when they put him on the front of the ship.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, there was so many. I feel like there was a lot of characters that they introduced in this season in the sense of there were new characters this season, but they never explained who any of them were.
Fodder for Uthred to have emotions.
You had the prophecy of like the 2 kings, and those 2 just kind of faded. And then you had fucking Eric and his brother later.
Well, those guys were in the first season, though.
Yeah, but were they really a big part of that shit?
They weren't, but we at least knew about them.
I didn't even remember they were in the first season.
Oh.
Fair. I mean, I just remember Eric. I honestly didn't.
I'll be honest, half the time I thought Eric was fucking Ragnar.
They look very similar,
and I
bro.
was like if they didn't, like,
lie.
if it wasn't for Athelflaed looking at him with the fucking googly eyes, I would have thought it was Ragnar the entire time. Like, I was like, damn, Ragnar, you look different, bro. You looking good.
I mean, dude, shit. I'm surprised his name wasn't Ragnar. There's only fucking 10 of them motherfuckers running around, bro.
Ragnar didn't do shit this season.
No, he didn't.
Hey,
All
bro,
he did was save Uthred the one time.
Yep. He came to save Uthred, bro.
If you didn't know any better, you would never thought Brita and Uthred were fucking.
No, that's a fact.
No, yeah, they really dismissed that shit.
Like I said, the entirety of season 1 felt like they were just like, fuck it. Like, there was like one moment, I feel like, where they mentioned Uhtred's dead pagan wife for like a minute. And Uhtred was like, damn, why would you bring that up? He's like, yeah, my bad. And then that was it.
He never once talked about his dead kid.
No.
I already forgot. Did his one wife die? Because I know the sorceress lady died, but what about the other one?
No, she's just gone.
I don't remember where she went.
Well, she said she was going to go stay with Oba Tiny, but he dead.
Yeah.
So where's she at? Don't worry, you'll find out in season 4 or something. I don't know.
Honestly, I didn't actually hear this. Season 1 isn't canon.
I did feel like it. It did feel like it felt like filler. I don't know if you have a whole season feel like filler. That was good. I've been thinking this for a while. I was like, this feels like fucking filler. Like no one talks about it. It's exactly like anime filler, dude. Anime filler will happen and be like, oh, that was a cool arc, I guess. But no one will ever mention what happened from it. No one talks about it. It did not impact the characters in any way, shape, or form. Tell me season 1 wasn't filler. Sans the first episode. Oh my god, we haven't even talked about it. They handle the premise of the series in 4 episodes in season 2. 4.
Yeah.
Sven and his father are dead by the end of episode 4.
Right.
And I was genuinely like, what the fuck is the rest of the season about?
I mean,
well, it's about him getting Bevenberg back.
That's what the whole show's about.
Right.
I don't care.
That shit
what the
ain't
fuck
gonna
is
happen.
What is that?
It's the place that he was. I don't know, man. I don't have these answers. I know it's the place where he was born, where they made him a Christian, and then he left.
Why does he want it?
I don't know. It's his by birth. I don't know.
He's stupid. Like, that's it. Like, he's gonna get it, and then what? Like, Alfred's still gonna be like, "Hey, Uthred, I got a fetch quest for you, dog."
Hey, now that's yours legally, that's mine.
Like, oh my
Give
god!
me your taxes.
Even when he was doing everything right, they still try to repo his shit. Like, that's crazy, bro. The dudes from A&E and like True TV showed up in the repo. Remember those like rock lizard dudes? They pulled up in the repo bank weak as fuck. They got the repo horses loading up his logs and shit. Like, go, 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 go. He's coming out.
Thanks, Uthred.
Fuck you, Uthred.
Holy shit.
Get them quick. So, I'm sorry. They injected their horses with nitrous. Oh my goodness. I'm over this show. I'm so fucking done. I would be fucking... This isn't good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you enjoy it, you're one of those people who just loves watching shows for the sake of watching them. Because, like, I even went on, like, I did some research. Just, like, the worst rated season. Like, people knew.
I'm not surprised. It can't be worse, right?
There is a way it can get worse, but I don't think like, you have to purposely be bad at this point to get worse than season 2. Like, you'd have to, like, be like, okay, Alfred is sending Uthred to fucking Tahiti. Uthred now gets another wife, but that's his Tahiti wife, so it doesn't count. Because, as you know, the big Danish saying says, if it ain't happen in the homeland, it's okay in Tahiti. So, like, he has a whole separate family in Tahiti, and then they never talk about it.
Yeah, because it's all filler, bro, until the last season.
Like, I feel like the books actually might, for once, like, genuinely be better, because the pacing of the show is breakneck, but at the same time, it's snail's pace. It's genuinely impressive. I mean, like, time passes at breakneck speed, but the plot progresses in snail's pace. And it's like, the book will probably do a better job of characterizing these people and making you believe in them, but the book was written like 2009 or something. Like, it's not a fucking, like, it's not like it's an old book like fucking Lord of the Rings where they like, took this amazing source material.
It's basically like Uthred just doing a bunch of fucking, not even side quests, just miscellaneous quests, like the entire season. You know, just going from town to town.
Why I might feel like that? I don't think Uthred's the main character in the books.
Who's the main character in the books?
I think Wessex is the main character in the books.
Just the place of Wessex?
Like yeah.
It's like the Adventures of Wessex, basically. And, like, Uhtred's one of the characters. I don't know, because I didn't look it up, so people can bump here and say I'm wrong. Sure.
Yeah,
I didn't look much up. I looked up spoilers to figure out 3 plot points I wanted to know. Is Alfred dying soon?
Now I know.
Yes. Is he fucking Athelflaed? Yes. What about Ragnar Tiny? Yeah. What about him?
What about him?
What about him? So I don't know. This show was not good. I just stopped taking notes at a certain point. Like, after episode 6, I was like, I'm done.
That's fair.
I'm just burning this out.
I didn't have many in the first half.
I watched this shit
a
in 2
decent
days.
amount in the second half.
I was I misplanned my scheduling for this recording, and I thought we were going
that's right.
2 weeks early. So I had this bitch done, expected to go, and then there was like, nah, bro, we're good. I'm like, oh, shit. That was a waste of my fucking time. But maybe I saved myself some time without having to deal with the anxiety of having to watch this show.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
It's just look at it that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any other question, comments, thoughts, or concerns?
Concern, the show, thought, 3 out of 10.
Ooh, that's a pretty good score. I'm gonna go with a 2.
Wow. All right, so this is just season 2. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
You're smoking some fucking good shit, dude. I love what you're having.
Look, it wasn't so bad. Like, there's a lot of things that are a lot worse that I have watched and that we have watched. This, it wasn't great, but
you factor in.
I didn't just hate it.
Anger and like time spent into your ratings, because I do.
Yes, and I wasn't as angry watching this. It didn't do anything for me, but I just wasn't upset watching. Well, I wasn't not upset, but not like you guys at all. So.
If it helps at all, I don't think about my rating. I just blurt out a number.
For this type of shit, I just say numbers. And I heard your score, and I was like, I don't agree with that. It sounds a little high for me, so I just said a lower number.
If I would have hit a 4, you would have hit a 3.
I still probably would have hit a 2, to be honest. I don't know.
That's
like 2 sounds like a good number, especially after the way I felt about season 1. Where like all my concerns with season 1 were like amplified, and like, oh, you didn't like that? Watch this. Like, I genuinely think if we go back and listen to the season 1 review, every single thing I said I didn't like or what happened in it was like amplified. I guess except for Uthred fucking women. But then they just made another woman for him to fuck, who he just fucked, and then she doesn't do much. Like, except for
pretty much. I mean, she births 2 kids.
I thought she was going to be much more important to the story. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you forgot what gender she is.
Yeah, they don't let those people of that gender be.
But you don't
important
understand,
to the story.
guys. If you know anything about that time period, women didn't do anything. Okay, dude. Like, you don't gotta be like a super badass warrior to be a decent character. Like, I don't.
You know what those people could do is go touch some fucking grass.
This one's gonna pop like the other ones have been popping recently.
I know, dude.
And like, we're gonna get the most disrespectful comments. I'm gonna be just fucking grinning ear to ear.
Those TLK supporters are gonna be on us.
Keep it coming. Keep it.